What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, man? I'd like to welcome y'all to a special pop-up session on the. Oh man, that thing look pretty cool right there. Look kind of like y'all can't see it, but I just noticed it looked kind of cool on the histogram. Looked like a ground with a red spout shooting out. But I'm doing this video because I know a lot of people don't go back and look at videos, no matter how much you say, hey, I did a video on that. You're welcome to go look back at it. Even if people don't feel like looking through old videos. So I'm just making this video so that if anybody wanna know how to backtest in NinjaTrader or want to see my style of practicing, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times after people learn how to do something, they don't go back and practice no more. But I still try to go back and practice, especially when I'm bored on the weekend or if I'm studying or if I still ain't like really locked down a particular strategy. If I ain't like 100% comfortable with a particular strategy, I still practice it and back test it. So I was like, I'm going to use this as a teachable moment. So for anybody who knew, because I know it's like some new people tapping into the game, like Tim Dog, I know for a fact, he said he was new to it. And then you got people who ain't new to the game, but they say, hey, I'm gonna start trading futures like the homie Towns. He said, I want to start trading futures. But so it's always a teachable moment in everything. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just jumping on. I was coming back here to practice. I want to like practice more on like recognizing and trading breakers. I want to perfect that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna practice on that today. I'm gonna be looking for breakers. I'm gonna be when I get into it. Let's make it a teachable moment. I'll explain the best way that Lil Timmy Rogers feel you should backtest and practice, and then I'll tell you what I'm actually doing today. And I just said all of that. I ain't even got my banner up. Oh, what's up? I see some people pulling up. What's up here to learn to share? I know you was gonna pull up in here. Michelle Tucker. What's going on, Michelle? I know y'all was gonna pull up. Y'all be like faithful. Y'all be faithful. Where my apple at? I don't see no apple. Where my apple? I really ain't expect nobody to pull up. So I'm gonna be semi ignoring the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know I got the focus. Let me put my banner up there. I ain't got my banner up there. I ain't even put down what I was doing. Let me change the date on this and use this old banner so it make it seem like I'm semi put together. Hey, welcome to Inside the Mind of Lil Timmy Rogers. Yeah, but basically, so what I'm doing today, let me open up NinjaTrader while I'm running my mouth. What I'm doing today is I'm gonna go through. I've been chilling all day. I've been sleeping most of the day. I was watching a Netflix show I've been binge watching called Another Life. Falling asleep, just chilling. So I was like, man, let me get up and do something. I'm bored. So what I'm gonna do, now the best way I feel like a person should back test, right? I feel like the best way to do it is to like focus on one strategy and one setup, right? You're focusing on one strategy, one setup. Like you just focus on one entry and look for that entry and try to make the point that you go trade as random as possible. Try to make that point as random as possible. NinjaTrader is open. NinjaTrader is open. So try to make that time as random as possible so that you can do it. You can do it real. You don't have like the benefit of hindsight for the exact day you're trying to do it. You have the benefit of hindsight because you know that time has already passed, but you want to do it. Go back as far as you can. Well, NinjaTrader only that you go back 3 months. You know what I'm saying? 90 days exact. I think you can only go back 90 days with NinjaTrader for getting the old data. And I feel like you should focus on one strategy, one setup while you back testing so you can perfect that strategy, that setup, and then start forward testing it or paper trading it. And then once you get comfortable with back testing, once you get comfortable with forward testing, then go live. Now, I am an actual trader, right? So what I like to do, I like to go back and back test slash practice on back test stuff that I'm not comfortable with, you know what I'm saying, and practice with stuff that you know what I'm saying, comfortable with, stuff that I implement live, you know what I'm saying. So today, what I'm doing, today is the first day I'm doing this, but what I'm going to start doing, I'm going to start back testing and practicing multiple strategies. I'm gonna start back testing and practicing because, like I said, I'm gonna go back to full-time day trading futures this month. Is October 1st, baby. I'm going back. And so far I just been sim testing just one setup, right? I've been sim testing one setup. Through my sim testing that one setup, it's been good. It's been good, but it don't present the opportunity that I want on like the time frame that I'm comfortable with. It don't present the opportunity enough for my taste. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I want it to present itself more often. That breaking market structure, fair value gap retracement, or the liquidity run reversal, however you want to call it. That's what I used to call it. It's presenting itself, but it's not presenting itself enough. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to go back. I'm going to start. I'm going to be live trading what I'm comfortable with, which is the breaking market structure, fair value gap, retracement. But what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start training myself on how to take any ICT setup that I see. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start conditioning my brain to like take anyone that I see, anyone that I'm familiar with, and I see it. I'm going to start conditioning my brain to fire on anyone that I see. And during my back testing and practicing, I'm going to start, you know what I'm saying, annotating which ones are the most reliable, if you will. So that's what I'm doing. I'm back testing and practicing multiple things. I do not recommend that for anybody. I only recommend focusing on one thing and that one thing only. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna put my screen up. I see some bubbles over there. What y'all talking about? New. You are not new. Yeah, Bama on. I ain't even got real TV no more, man. I be trying to find the Florida State games on different apps and stuff. I can catch them every now and then. Woody said Georgia playing today too. You coming on during the key time. I mean, that's cool. This right here just for yes, I am bored, BD. This right here is just for this a teachable moment for like the newer people. The newer people who what's up, Tanisha? What's up, everybody? What's up, Tiffany? What's up, Laverne? What's up, Kareem? What's good, Tim? I'm new. There's yeah, on ABC. Who is ABC? Like I got Peacock, I got Paramount, I got I be trying to every now and then I catch it on ESPN, like when they on ESPN. I be I don't know, man, but I've been sleeping all day. I don't know. I be, you know, I be. Let me close this chat because I'm getting caught up. I'm supposed to be doing something else. I'm supposed to be sharing. This supposed to be for the new people. Y'all leave me alone. Y'all leave me alone. Okay. Okay, for the new people, we're gonna do it like new. Okay. Now y'all gonna see me for a second. Let me get me out of the way. Right, for the new people, right? This how I can only share one screen at a time. So on my right screen, right, I'm probably pointing to the left for y'all, but on my right screen, right, I got my control station up here at the top. Let me put this on the other screen so I can make sure y'all can actually see what I'm talking about. Oh, let me move this. Oh, I'm tripping. Move this over here. Okay, yeah. So I got the control panel at the top, and I have 3 charts over here. It's a hourly chart, right? It's a 5-minute, it's a 5-minute chart, a 15-minute chart, and an hourly chart, right? This is how I watch the market throughout the day. Like when I'm actually trading, this is how I watch the market throughout the day. I have a 5-minute chart here, a 15-minute chart here, and a hourly chart here on my right screen over here where my control panel and stuff and everything is there. Now on my left screen, right? I got to go back. I got to stop sharing because I can only share one screen at a time. On my left screen is what y'all see every day, right? Is what y'all see every day. I got my divergence chart over here with the ES, the NQ, and the YM over here with my main trading chart. This is my main trading chart right here, right? So on my main trading chart, this is the chart where I take my entries. This is the chart where when I see something setting up on, remember the other screen how I had it. I got the 3 charts up there because those are my key time frames that I'm watching. Y'all know how I annotate on the hourly, in the 15-minute, and then on the 5-minute, I'm looking for lower nuances, lower fractals than the 15-minute, and then I'll drop this main trading chart down to, you know, say a 5-minute or all the way down to a 1-minute to try to capture my entry. That's how I trade. That's how I trade, right? So that's my screen setup. That's my screen setup, like how I'm looking for my entries. Like I'm sitting here and I'm watching the right screen, you know what I'm saying, with all the, you know, what's names on it. And then when I see it getting close, then I start paying attention to this screen now. And then when I drop lower than 15 minutes, I'm constantly looking back so I won't get lost in the sauce. When I get down to this 1-minute chart, right? And it you know, the 1 minute look like it's making a huge move, right? I'm like, man, it's flushing, it's flushing. Then I look over here at the 5-minute and the 15-minute, and it's just a little teeny red candle on the 5-minute, but it's a big old green candle on the 15-minute and a bigger green candle on the hourly. And I'm like, oh man, I'm getting excited for nothing. It ain't flushing, you know what I'm saying? So that's one teachable moment for setting up your screen on how not to get lost in the sauce. Does it always work? No, it don't always work. I started doing that because I was getting lost in the sauce, and it slows me down to say, man, is it flushing? Then come back 15-minute, 5-minute, god dog it, hourly. You know what I'm saying? That's taking too much time, right? And I began lost in the sauce, and the move is leaving me, and I'm getting frustrated. So that's why, you know, so I just want to share that. If you got 2 screens, but if you don't have 2 screens, you can put them all on one screen. I got 2 screens and they're big, and I'm 50. My eyes bad. I need people be coming online, be like, especially JD and people, they be coming, they be like, oh my God, cuz look how big your candles are. You know what I'm saying? I be needing to see it. You feel me? So that's why I got 2 screens. If you only got one screen, you can just do it one screen. You'll just have everything. Let's just say you only got one screen, and you're working with get out the way, Tim. Right? Just say you only got one screen. You only got, so you got you just say you only got one screen. So you say, okay, I'm not talking to you. I'm gonna do 60-minute, 15, and then this gonna be my main entry screen. So I leave it on 5-minute right here, right? And then when you start seeing it set up, You know what I'm saying? You see it set up on the 60 and the 15, right? Then you be like, okay, now I'm gonna go for my entry. Then you can just drop down, you know what I'm saying, put this on 1 minute, but you still can see that this 1 minute, this 1 minute bounce right here is really nothing in the grand scheme of things on the 60 and the 15. So you won't get nervous if you bearish and think, okay, I need to get out my position. No, this might be a time. This might be your entry run right here. You know what I'm saying? This might be your entry run to go short. This may be a spot to add more on, you know what I'm saying? Because you can quickly look over here and be like, okay, that's a nothing burger. So you can also, you don't need two screens to set it up like that to do it. And then so that's it. So now let's get into how I like to do on my back testing and practicing, right? So to back test or practice, whatever you want to call it, in NinjaTrader, you go to tools and you go to historical data, right? It pops open. I'm glad I shared that screen, because now I ain't got the switch stuff. It's putting everything on that screen. You go over that. Let me make this big so it can still look like I'm looking at the screen, but I'm not. I'm really conflicted right now, or whatever you want to say, cause I'm looking to my left, but the mouse is actually over here. So I'm looking at what y'all actually see, and I'm trying to move my hand around, and you know it's messing with me. You know, because I'm looking at the screen, so I'm tempted to move the mouse over here where I'm looking. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna try to work with it. But you come in here, because I hate when I be looking at videos and the people had a screen on their left or on their right on the YouTube video, and they be looking to the right and it look like they not looking at the screen. That drives me. I don't know why this drives me. If people sitting there talking like, you do this, I don't know why that drives me crazy. It do, but I don't know. So anyway, you with NinjaTrader, you come in and you hit historic. You go to let's try this again. Let me start back over, because I went to squirrel. So you got tools, and then you come to historical data. Man, this is hard. And it pops up this little historical data box, right? And then you have edit, right? And under edit, it'll show you any historical data you already got downloaded. I've deleted all my historical data, because sometimes I just go through and delete them, you know, because it's like you can only go back like 90 days to download, but once you download it to your computer, it's there forever. So just say if you had NinjaTrader for 2 years and you religiously download data, you can go back and back test 2 years ago if you still got the data on your computer. You can't go back and run playback. Like, you can't go back now and try to download data from 2 years ago. But if you downloaded it 2 years ago and it's still on your hard drive, you can go into playback and replay that day. You know what I'm saying? You can go back and replay March 2020 if you want to, if you downloaded it back then. But I go through and I download it because it takes up space on your computer. It ain't a lot of space, but I just go and delete it, because once I've went through it and back tested so many days, I start to remember what happened on them days, and it's like cheating. So I go through and delete it. But anyway, you go to historical data. The edit tab show you what you got downloaded, and then you go to load. If you want to load, right, you go to get historical. Go to get market replay data. I couldn't read it on this screen right here. Then you go in and you select your instrument. We'll do the I want to practice what's 90 days. So let's see if we can get back to the beginning of July. We'll see if we can get back to the beginning of July, right? Because I think that's far enough back where I'm not going to remember what happened on every single day. So we're going to go, we'll just go with the MES. We'll go with the MES. Let me see, because you can change what you need to be. I can't see the thing over there. Okay, we're going to put, so back then, that would have been the 09 contract, right? So I'm going to come in here and change this to 09, right? I want to download the MES 09 contract for the date of, we're going to go back, and you got to download it one day at a time. So let's go with, okay, this was holiday times around here, but we just going to download. I'm going to go through and download like the first few weeks of, matter of fact, I just go through and download all of them. I just go through and download all of July if it'll let me. Can I? That's too far back. That's over 90 days. Let's go to the 3rd. Okay, the 1st of July was over 90 days. So I'm going. So that's it. It's letting me do. So you just download the days that you want. I'm looking away now because I can't see that screen. This is, I guess I could do it like this right here. Yeah. So it look like I'm looking at it. What day was that? I downloaded the 6th. So you just go through and download the days that you want. While I'm doing this, I see some bubbles up there. So while I'm doing this, I will look and see if anybody say something in the chat while I'm downloading that right there. Move this over. What you say? Appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I'm gonna move this over here, and I'm gonna move this over here to see if somebody's saying something, and then that way I can look at it and download it at the same time. Okay. Going through. Did I do the 7th? I don't know. You download it. I'm just going through downloading these days while I'm looking to see if y'all said something. LOL. Hey Tim. It's Kashaya. Oh, from my dad's account. We here appreciate this pop-up. Long time no see. What's up, Kashaya? Where you been? You know, hey, we call my niece B2B from Martin, and you got B2B. You got your dad account got B2B Walker. Kashaya, do you know what B2B is? Y'all say B2Bs up there in Canada? What's up, Brittany? What's up, Sanjay? How you doing? I appreciate y'all for pulling up on a Saturday evening just to watch me do some boring practicing and what's the name? Okay. All right, I see y'all ain't talking about nothing, so I'm gonna go ahead and get put the chat back out of my way. Where did I have this? Oh, I had this over here. Oh yeah, that's right. I need that up so I can see that. Let me close the chat out my way. 15. I'm doing this mad slow. This the only thing about, that I don't like about it. You have to download it one day at a time. I'm getting kind of good at looking the opposite way. I'm getting kind of good at looking the opposite way. Yo.
I got to hit you with this one time while I'm here so you never throw them line. Hold on, listen. What are you doing, Will? What you? Are you sorry? What you gonna say? What are you doing?
Hey man, you wild, man. Hey.
I got one on, so I got to call Tim and let him hear that.
What you say? Hey man, I'm on live right now, man. Hey,
do your thing, man. I just want to holler, let you know I am with my dog, man.
Hey man, I already know what Lit read. I know you weren't lying, man, but it ain't. Squad, what you say? Yes, sir. All right, man. Y'all hit you up. Oh man, I ain't gonna mute my microphone. I jollified y'all. That was my dude's one. He used to always tell me about this one homeboy that he had, and he said, man, every time you come up to him and be like, what's going on, man? He scream your name loud as he can. And he be like, my partner named Swan. His last name Swan again. Everybody call him Swan. He say, buddy say, Swan, what you say? And so he was like, I gotta let you hear it. But sorry about all that laughing and giggling all out. You ain't gotta sniggle. All in y'all. I ain't gonna mute the mic. I thought I hit mute on the mic, but I didn't. I'm almost done. I guess I could have just stopped because I'm not gonna go through this whole month. Man, it's a lot of data on the 25th. But somebody got their head tore off on the 25th. Remind me not to trade on the 25th. It's I done went this far. I'm still gonna download the whole month. I done went this far. I can't stop now. I should have been started because I know I'm not going. I might do 1 or 2 sessions and then get bored and then get tired or something like that. That's why I do this all the time, because it's like my ADD won't let me sit here for a long time and just do it. That's why I do it all the time. Man, it's a lot of data on the 28th too. Am I downloading? Yeah, 09. I say, am I downloading the right contract? Ooh, what is it? One more day? Is it one more day? My computer getting tired. My computer like, man, you done downloaded the whole month, man. Yep, one more day, the 31st. All right. Okay, now that we done downloaded that whole month, went through all that, got the phone call from the homie Swan. What you say? All right, if you go to like now, if I go to edit, now you see how it says MES 0922, because I have downloaded data for that right there. And if I click it, it show you all the days that I downloaded from the 3rd all the way to the 31st. Those all the days that I downloaded. Now I can come in here and be like, hey, what days do I have to backtest with? And it show you what days you got to actually play the playback data, right? You can go into the playback and look at anytime you want, but you can't actually trade that time. You can't actually execute or do nothing in that time unless you have the playback data downloaded, right? So again, how to look at what data you got and how to download data. You go to tools, historical data. I got to look over here, right there, historical data. And then on the edit tab, you can see your market replay. That's the only market replay data that I got for the contract. It show you what contract you got. You know what I'm saying? Every different instrument and contract, because I can go in and download stuff from MES 1222. I can download stuff from NQ 922 or NQ 1222. I can download any instrument I want 90 days back, right? So the more instruments you got, the more stuff will be here. And then when you click on that instrument and that contract date, it show you what days you got available to trade in that instrument, you know what I'm saying, for however far back you kept it on your computer. Right? So boom. Now that you know, I already know I want to back test at the beginning of July, right? So now what you got to do, you got to go to connections, right? And disconnect from the live data. You have to be connected. I should have said that in the beginning. You got to be connected to live data to download the replay data. Now that I have downloaded the replay data, right? So if I already got data downloaded, I don't have to make sure I'm connected to the live because I got to disconnect anyway. But when you open NinjaTrader, it automatically connects to whatever connection you tell it to connect to. And mine is set to connect to live, right? So you got to disconnect from the live. You see the little green light turn gray right there, right? No connections, right? So then you go back to connection and go to playback, right? Go to playback connection, right? Boom. When you go to playback connection, oh, it popped up on the screen that I'm looking at, right? Let me get it on the right. Where my mouse at, man? I hate my mouse be like tripping. What is it? Hold on, man. What is this thing doing? It's not letting me. Okay, there go the mouse. All right, so now you want to set it to the time frame you want to trade. So what I want to do is I want to trade the beginning of July. So what we gonna do, since we oh, I ain't even got it on the screen where y'all can't see it. Since we don't have any other playback data in there, right? I'm so used to having a lot of old playback data, it let me go back as far as I want to go. But since I done deleted all that other playback data, I just learned this myself. you can only go back as far as the playback data that you got loaded, right? Because before, when I used to come in here, I could go back like years ago, but that's because I had years ago data loaded in my playback. You know what I'm saying? And now I can only go back as far as the data. See, I ain't got no other. See, I can't come forward and I can't come backwards. The only thing that's showing is the 3rd through the 31st, because that's the only times that I got. You know what I'm saying? Learning lesson for me. I don't know everything. Sue me, right? So now, since we can't go back before, because what I like to do, right? This is how I usually do it. Let me come on full screen and say, well, I can do it here. What I like to do, right? I usually go in and go back to the month prior. I'll set it to the month prior to the month that I want to start trading, right? And the reason why I set it to the month prior is so that I can't see what that monthly candle look like, so I can't taint my my expectations, right? So when I go back, and now let me show you what I'm talking about. So instead of doing starting at monthly candles, I'm gonna start at weekly candles, right? I'm gonna start at weekly candles. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set the beginning date for the beginning of July, right? And then I'm going to set the end date for, did y'all see how the what's the name just changed? I'm going to set the end date for the 15th of July, right? Set that for the 15th of July. And right here you'll see, well, you can't see the what's the name. Let me see if I could put it on that screen over there real quick. If you put I don't know if y'all can really see, but up there it's got like the date, the what's the name. Oh, and you need to change the contract too. So boom, if you can see, it says 7-1. It's that candle right there, 7-1, because that's the last. It's not playing, so I got it set for the 3rd through the 15th, right? So what you want to do, oh yeah, and whenever I'm getting ready to back test, I link my charts. I'll link my charts so that, because these charts over here on this screen, they are 3 separate charts, right? And then the other chart, my entry chart that y'all saw me messing around with, that is a separate chart, right? So if like you see how right now these instruments say ES at the top right there, right? They say ES right there at the top in the instrument, right? So I want to trade the MES, right? So I link my charts. I come in here. I like green, my favorite color. So I'm linking all of them on lime green, right? Hit that little square, put it on lime green, right? And then on this chart over here on my main chart screen, right? I'm gonna set this to lime green, right? Boom, set that to lime green. And what that did, y'all couldn't see that. So let me put no instrument, right? Put this back on MES where I had it, right? And I'm gonna bring it on this screen where y'all can see it, right? So now it's on this screen where y'all can see it. And if y'all notice, all the charts on that screen over there say ES, and then this one is off my main screen. When I come over here and I link this to green, since it's on a different instrument from the ones that's already got the link button, soon as I click link, boop, you see how that changed to ES 12 20 22. And now if I want to trade the MES and I want all my charts to go to MES, all I got to do is change it to MES 09 22. So now boom, I got all my charts are synced to MES 09 22, right? That's just a little extra tip in there for anybody who don't know much about NinjaTrader and they want to they was trying to figure out how to link multiple charts together. What did I do with my there it is, my data box. Come here, data box, get over here. Okay, so boom. So now back to what I was saying. Since I deleted all my data. Since I deleted all my data, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let me switch over to the other screen now. I'm gonna switch back to my main screen now because y'all don't need to see these screens over here. Y'all just need to see the one main screen. So now let me switch back over to this screen over here. Right. All right. So, okay. So the reason why I set this to the 15th is because now since I don't have June and I can't go back to June anymore because I deleted all of my historical data. Again, you can only go back as far in playback as the data you got recorded. That's a learning lesson for me. I'm just used to it always being there, so I thought you could always go back, but I just found out that you can't. Right. So we're gonna go to the 15th, and now instead of going to a monthly chart, and I already changed it to 09 because that's the contract that we downloaded, right? Instead of going to a monthly chart, right, I'm going to go to a weekly chart. That's as high as I'm gonna be able to go, because like normally I would go back to June, right? And so this little candle right here is the week beginning July 8th, right? So the week beginning July 8th, that's June. So the week ending July 8th. So this is the week ending July 8th. So we at the beginning. See, like how the play button is at the beginning. We're at the beginning of this week right here. So it's showing us like the tail end of the further I move through, right? So I'm gonna move closer to the matter of fact, I'm gonna go all the way. If you look at the top up here, it's got the date. It's got the date and the time, right? So I'm gonna move all the way toward the end, right? And get over here to the 15th, almost at the end of the day, right? So we at the 14th, 15th at 7:30 a.m., 15th at 1:56 p.m., 3:36 p.m. Okay, that's close enough because I don't want to go too far where it starts showing me the next week, right? So 3:36 p.m. Right? Let it go. Boom. Now you see how the candles switched up, and that's one thing about NinjaTrader. Like your stuff be disappearing. You see how my boxes was there and then they disappeared. In the playback, it act kind of glitchy. So now this week is that's it. So now I want to actually trade. I want to actually trade like the following. We're gonna start trading the following week, right? But I don't want to see that following week, so I can't tank myself. So now I'm gonna go through and look at my levels. I'm gonna go through and look at my levels on the weekly chart. I really wish I could look at it on the monthly first, but I'm gonna look at my levels on the weekly chart and then map everything out, and then go in and get ready to start doing what I do. Okay, so we go through and we gonna mark some levels. Let me see, ain't nothing showing but that right there. Let me see if I can make something pop back up. Let me see if I can make it pop back up. What happens if I hit daily? Will it change my time? No, it didn't change my time. Okay, so it didn't change my time. Now let me go back to weekly. Okay, boom, it popped back up. Like I'll see it'd be like disappearing and popping back up, disappearing and popping back up. So let's go in here and I'm gonna hide all of this stuff right here. All the stuff that's on my chart normally. Okay. Okay, now let's go in here and just mark some stuff out. So when you're back testing, when I'm back testing, I don't want to see what's going on. So this is the low from that week. So we're gonna mark that low right there. That's the low from the week that we in, the week ending on the 15th. That's the low. And then you just go through and just mark it like you normally mark everything. Apply. And then over here. See, I wish I could share more than one screen, but like if you notice on the other screen, if you notice on the other screen how I just put that line right there, how I just put that line there, it popped up on this screen over here too, right? On the outlet. I still got that open. Let's see if I can squeeze it up enough. I can't squeeze it up enough to see it on there. I can't. There it is. See, I can squeeze it up enough to see it on that time frame, but I can't squeeze it up enough to see it on the 5 minute. There it is right there. I had to run it up high. You know what I'm saying? So it shows up on all the charts, because then the reason why it show up on all the charts is because in NinjaTrader, if you in NinjaTrader, when you're adding lines in NinjaTrader, like on my when you first, I'll show you right here. Let me just put I'm gonna put another line. I'm putting any line that you any line that you draw in NinjaTrader, it's the same. So I'm gonna put the weekly high. Right when I click on the weekly high, when I first put the line there, if you notice, it says attached to, and it says MES weekly. This the instrument MES 922 weekly, right? Then if you drop it down, it says MES 922 all charts. If you click on all charts, that make whatever line you just made show up on all charts. So in my templates, meaning like all time frames, right? So in my template right there, if I click on liquidity, you notice it says, let me hit cancel and go back in. You see, I would say MES weekly, but when you go to my templates, when I hit load on all my templates, all of my lines say all charts. I save that template as all charts. So if you don't know how to do that, once you make the line the color you want, you put it on all charts. If you want it to show up on all your charts, if you want all your lines to show up on all charts, then you leave it on all charts. Some people, when they flip between their screens, between their charts, they only using one screen, one chart, one screen. So they only want them lines to show up on that time frame. That's why they leave it on whatever time frame it is. But me, I'm using multiple screens. So I want my lines to show up through all of the time frames, so I can look and see, like, I color code my levels so that I know that's a daily level, that's a weekly level, that's a liquidity line, that's a high or low, right? So I know that. And then once you make it the way you want, you'll hit templates and hit save, and then give it a name and save it. Then once you make that template, you just hit template, load, and click on the template that you want, hit apply, boom, and now it show up the way you saved it. Okay, so boom. So now we got the weekly high and low mapped out. Drop down to some daily levels. All right, and this day right here is the 15th. This because we went to the 15th at 3:36 p.m. So this is that Friday at 3:36 p.m. right here. The price was 38.50, whatever, right? So this is our weekly high, our weekly low right there. As you see, we just took some sell side liquidity on the daily level right here below these lows. We just took out this sell side liquidity below that at 37.41 ish, somewhere around there, 37.41 ish. We just ran that sell side liquidity and wicked up off of it on that Thursday, and then that Friday we continued to push up. We ran sell side, then we pushed up. We took out this buy side liquidity, continued to push up. Now we're right here about, I don't know if we're going to take it that day, but I'm going to mark that high right there. I'm going to mark this high right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to mark that high right there. This is a daily high, so I'll mark that. I ain't going to hold you. It's a daily high, so I'm going to mark that right there. All right. I'm going to take it out to, what was the end of that week? So this 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 2. So the 22nd. 22nd. Yep, the 22nd. All right. So what I'm doing now, I'm just basically marking my chart like I would mark my chart, buy side liquidity. Okay, I'm just marking my chart like I was typically mark my chart. I ain't gonna worry about typing in all that stuff because I'm just back testing and that take up too much time on this video. So we're gonna copy this and move this down to here. Why don't I don't have lock on this template? See how my line wasn't locked already when I right clicked it, the lock wasn't on there, right? So now when I right click it, it says locked, right? So I'm gonna go in here and make sure that line is locked because I like for my liquidity lines to be locked, and I'm gonna resave this template because the buy side liquidity line didn't have a lock on it. And yes, I want to replace that. So now that buy side liquidity has a lock on it now. And then 38, 38, 37 is the low. And then I'm gonna load this as sell side liquidity and see how the lock is there. Now it's locked there. So the sell side line is correct. Okay, so that's our daily bottom, our daily top. All right. So now I got the daily bottom, daily top mapped out. Drop down to hourly chart. All right. So the hourly chart. Okay. And connect this to this line right here real quick. I like to keep it connected to the lowest level that I'm on, so I know exactly what candle it made that low or high on. So that's the daily low on the 15th. We made it during the London at 4 o'clock, and then we basing off the high on the 12th, right? This is the high from the 13th. That's the prior day's high. So let me go back to the daily. So right now at this time, the high is 386.25. But see, when I go back to the daily, it's showing me the whole day, right? In the whole day, the high was 338.68.50. It was 38.68.50 because remember I didn't mark the 13th because we had already made it there. You see what I'm saying? The high on the 13th was 38.69.25, and this 38.68.50 is really close to that. It kind of looked like we had already made it there, so I didn't mark that high. I went with this high. I was like, that's a prior day, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna mark this one because it was a stone's throw away. But this is why I try to go to the month before, because it'll show you the entire month's candle, or it'll show you the begin. Like if I'm all the way at the beginning of the range, you know what I'm saying, it'll show me just the beginning. But since I'm all the way at the end of this range and it's about, the day is almost over, it's showing me the entire day because I'm almost at the end of the range. So it's showing me the whole day. You know what I'm saying? The playback, it'll show you the full candle. But now when I drop down to the 60-minute, right? See, we haven't made that high yet. That high would be like up here. It would be just a stone's throw away. It would be a little bit higher than that. So that means this popped up at the end of the day. That's what I mean by when I say it be like tainting your judgment, because you know what's going to happen. You know this day is going to end higher, so you will be more prone to take along because you know in your mind, you knowing, oh, I know it's going up there, so I'm just going to be risky Randy and take this. But in real life, when you're trading, you know it's going there. So I try to go through this and try to set it up where I can't see those candles yet, and I have to trade and I have to trust the process. That's the only way to really, you know what I'm saying, start to trust the process, is just by going through doing it for real. So got that marked, and then since I already know it took this, like, you know, that's kind of ruined now, but I'm still going to mark this because I can't see it, right? So I'm still going to mark that that buy side liquidity right there, right? Because we haven't made it there yet, right? We got that sell side marked. Okay, boom. Them are 60-minute levels. Let's drop down to 15 minutes. 15 minutin, right? So that 15. Yeah, I don't mind my OCD. right, so on the 15-minute, we got that sell side marked out. We got some sell side there. That's close enough for government work there, so I ain't even bother marking that one. We got some sell side here. You know what I haven't been looking at? Fair value gaps. I have not been looking at fair value gaps. I do that a lot. I'll go through and I'll be marking the sell side and I totally forget to mark the fair value gaps. And then I have to go back up and mark out the fair value gaps. What time is it? This is 15:45. We got some sell side right there on the 15-minute. Did I just lock that? I did. So was this not locked? It wasn't. I unlocked it and then lock it back. Okay. Got some sell side right there. And this right here ain't got nothing to do with back testing. This is just how I set up my charts. You don't have to set up your charts like me. We got some buy side above this right here. I already know it's going to take this because we know that with the luxury of hindsight, we know that this goes higher than this. But again, since I'm trying to be true to do, how they used to say back in the day, true to do. True. Who from South Florida remember true? Man, they used to drive me crazy. After a while, they got so old. True. You couldn't say nothing without somebody saying true. Then they start saying true to do. Man, shut up. They drive me crazy with that true to do. Okay, we got the liquidity levels marked out. We got let me go back up to 60 and look at any fair value gaps. We got we took that already. We got a 60-minute fair value gap here. 60-minute fair value gap there. Get out of my way. It match up with that liquidity line. I hate when they match up. That sell side line and push this out to what I said the date was it the 22nd? Just push it out to the end of the week. Template load 60-minute imbalance. Okay. And yeah, see, it like I can't see my line now. So what I gotta do is I got to come into this line and then drop that opacity down and put it at 5 and see. Now I can see the red line. I just go ahead and drop it down to 0 because oh, you know what I can do instead of doing that? Let me load my template back and then I'll just come to this line and change it to transparent. Change it to transparent. Okay, now I can see my sell side line. 60-minute fair value gap there. It's another 60-minute fair value gap down here. All right. So we like I say, you don't have to set up your charts like this. And this ain't got nothing to do with like the back testing per se. It do for me, but it ain't nothing like detrimental that you got to go set up your charts like this. Now that I got everything set up, let me see if it's gonna change anything. So now I'm gonna put it to the end of this week right here because we're gonna try to trade starting this Monday morning. Right, starting this Monday morning, this is where we're gonna start trying to trade at. So I'm gonna set it to the end of this week right here, and boom, it didn't change my time. So theoretically, I could when I first came in, I ain't want to take no chance. When I first came in, I could have come in and just set it to the 22nd, but only move the time up to the 15th. You know what I'm saying? Only move and see how it moved back to the beginning. See how my stuff disappearing. I got to get back to let me get back. I'm on the 16th. Let me go back. Get to the 15th. 15th. What time we stopped at? Now it's going to 430, so I'm gonna stop at 156. Okay, now boom, my stuff disappeared. Now let's go. Let's go to 5 minute. It came back. Let's see if we go back to 60. Okay, it's back. It'd be real glitchy. It'd be real glitchy, and it make your boxes and stuff disappear. And then sometime when you jump between time frames, it make these long retarded wicks. Okay, so now what we gonna do? What we're gonna do now? I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna hit play. Make sure I'm on 9. Yes, I'm on 9. And then I'm just gonna speed this. I'm gonna speed this up to the max and let this run through. See the candles moving. I got it on 60. I got it on 60-minute candles, but I put this on max and I'm gonna let it go through to what's that next Monday? The next Monday was the 18th. Yes, the 18th. Let me skip ahead a little bit. Hold on. Let me skip ahead a little bit. Okay, get to the. All right. See how we already took out the what's name? So I'm gonna get to the 18th. We're gonna go to the 18th at 2:21 in the morning. Come on back with my boxes now. 5 minutes. See if we can get it to come back. 60 minutes. Yes, we're back. Okay, so right now we're at the 18th at 2:20 in the morning. So let it run. I'm gonna let it get up to right before New York time. Around by we're in the London right now. We just poked through that weekly high. All right, we in the London right now. 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay. 6. I'm gonna let it go to about probably about 9 o'clock. I'm gonna slow it back down to real time. And then so I can get myself together. 8, 15, 20, 30. Now 8:45. 8:45. 46. 50, 51, 53. You can go slow as fast as you want to. 9 o'clock. Okay. So it's 9:01. All right, let me get myself together. We on live. What's up? What's up, everybody? I'd like to welcome y'all to Tim Tidbits. We come to the overnight price action. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. And as y'all see, we done took out this right here. So now I got to go back through and readjust this stuff. So we've come in and we've taken out. We know this was a weekly. This was like weekly a weekly high that we took out right there. We did not take out this high. So since we did not take out this high right here, but we did take out this high, that's giving me the vibe that we want this high right there. I'm gonna mark that. It's giving me the vibe that we want this high up here, because looking at this buy model right here, right? We got a sell model. We got a sell model here, right? That we completed. We started the sell model here, came up, came down, and ran sell side liquidity below this sell model. Now, since we ran sell side liquidity down here below this sell model, and we have reached all the way back up this close to this high, I'm thinking that the delivery point for this liquidity is above these highs right there. So that's why I'm keeping an eye on. I'm thinking that's where the target is for this sell side liquidity that we ran on what this right here. This is the 14th at 12 o'clock. We made this low. We ran the lows and we made a low at 27.75. And now we've come all the way back up on, that's on the sell model. And now this buy model, if I said sell model before, I'm sorry. On this buy model, we ran sell side, and now we've set up this sell model, and we continue past these highs right here. You know what I'm saying? We've blown through these highs. So this right here would have been profit targets. Like if you went long down here somewhere, you know what I'm saying? After we made this low, that would have been a profit target. 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 This would have been a profit target. This would be a profit. These the different profit targets on the way up, right? So now that we've come this far, it's looking like the sell side wants to be delivered there. Will it make it there this day? I don't know, Raggy, but that's just what we seeing right there right now. Okay, so man, where did I move that from? Where did I move that from? I see, that's why I be trying to have stuff locked, man. I just moved that line. Let me go to 15-minute real quick. It had to be at that high right there. It had to be there because that's the closest swing high to it on the 15-minute. Should have locked that while I was in it. Okay, it had to be that high right there because that's the closest. That was the, because I moved it to, or did I move it to a low? No, I'm looking this sell side, so it had to be this low right here. I'm tripping. This sell side, so it had to be that low right there. All right. All right, so that's where it had to be. All right, sorry about that, y'all. It had to be that low right there because that's the closest. I moved it, so I don't know. I can't even hold you. Okay, so let's go back and mark this. All right, so the buy side, internal buy side. Well, this is really external on the day. This is really external on the day because that's the, excuse me, that's the highest we went at 39.0950. All right, get out of here. You've been taken. Get out of here. You've been taken. Sell side still intact. Okay. We took that fair value gap there. I'm not gonna mark that yet because this candle not done, so I'm not gonna mark that as liquidity. As sell side, should I say? I'll mark that one as sell side on the 60-minute because we actually made a low right there. Actually made a low there. Mark that as sell side. Okay, we actually made a low there. This low, it has not been finished yet. We got 52 minutes, so I'm not gonna mark that. If anybody got any questions, I'm not, I got the chat closed. So if you got a question or something pressing that you really need to ask or want to ask, just hit the link to pull up, and hopefully it'll catch my eye that the screen changed, and I'll look over there and let you ask your question. So let's go to 15-minute. I'll get back. Let's go to 15-minute. Look at this. Got equal lows right there on sell side. Got a heap of sell side on the 15-minute. I see I didn't lock that line back. We got equal lows right there. All right, so that we already know that's a target. 38.90 is the one we're going with. I said we moved it up higher. All right, we got equal lows there. Look at this right here. Where do we come back to on the 15-minute? We put a line up there so I can see what we came back to. I should have saw what we came back to on the hourly before I dropped the 15-minute. If I get it on the high, that'll work. I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. Okay. We came down. Bro, drop. We up past that gap. We passed that gap. Okay. So this is a gap. Oh, that's important because we've gone past a gap. So let's see if this get used as support. Let's see if this get. I'm starting to whisper. I'm sorry. I'm marking this gap up to see what has, so I can see what happened on the other side. Hello from the outside. Is it outside or other side? What is it? It's 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna change this outside to red because it's a complete gap. Where's red? Just regular red. I don't want crimson. I just want regular red. Red. Change the outside because it's a complete gap. All right. Put it back on hourly real quick. What time is it? 9:10. All right. All right. And then we stop right there. Just above this consolidation here. We got above that. And then we here. So we came up. Up, down. Broke down over here. Now we came right back up into this here. All right. So we came midway this up close count and then push back down. So now we're pushing back down here. All right. So I think them all the levels I'm going to mark right there. And then it's 9:11. Now I'm going to go ahead and start to speed this up to see how fast I want this to move. Let's go down to we're gonna look at it on 5 minutes. We're gonna look at it on 5 minutes. Y'all can't see the other screen, but we'll watch it on 5 minutes. I'm gonna speed this up to see how fast I want the candles to move. Let's go up to and see how fast the time going. It's going like a few seconds at a time. Oh, it's like a few. So that's it's going 10, 20. So it's going 53, 13, 33, 53, 13, 20, 33, 53. So it's going like a few seconds at a time. So the minutes ticking by. Let me see how fast this goes. Okay. All right, let's let the market open up. All right, we're going up to that fair value gap. Oh, that's moving real fast. That's moving too fast for me. That's moving too fast for me. I can't react to that. That's too fast. I was trying to speed it up because y'all on here with me, and I don't want to be like doing it in real time, like a real day, like I would normally do. Okay, we all right. We take out this sell side. Let me see what we got going on here on the 5 minute. We went up, came down. We got a failure swing. We got a breaking structure right here. Right now we're looking like we might try to push down some. Okay, we come down to take out this sell side. That sell side, after we take out that sell side, I want to see what we do. Because right now, we push back up into this area here. We had a breaking structure to the downside on the 5 minute. Looking at the 15 minute, we got some long wicks. 5 minute got long wicks. The 60 minute coming up on what's the name? See, we're not taking this sell side yet. It's acting like it want to go up, but we're not taking this sell side. We come up and take that buy side, but if we take the buy side first and don't close above it, then I'm gonna be looking for a reason for it to start coming back down, looking for a setup to come back down. If we take out the buy side first, but if we take out the sell side first, then I'll start looking for a reason to go up. That's just the way, you know what I'm saying, I trade. I look to go down to go up. I go up to go down. So whichever side we take out first, you know what I'm saying, that's the that's the direction I'll go. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit to see which liquidity it take out first, so we ain't got to sit here through all of this. Once it take out some liquidity, then I'll start to slow it back down, and hopefully it don't get away from me. Like when I be back testing and practicing, a lot of times the move will get away from me because I'll speed it up, and then it'll move so fast. I'll be like, but okay, look, oh, we took the sell side. Okay, so we took the sell side and wicked up off of it. Okay, so now we took the sell side first. Now it's time to start looking for setups to go long, because we took the sell side, we took out the sell side liquidity, and we got 5-minute closure above. Let's see if we get a 15-minute closure above. On the 15-minute candle, we got 11 minutes left on the 15-minute candle, right? I'm looking at the 15-minute candle here. We got 9 minutes left on the 15-minute candle right now. All right, so we got 9 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. If you trade on lower time frames, how we took this and popped straight back up, you can be like, oh, that looked like a turtle soup. You know what I'm saying? So once we take it and pop straight back up like that right there on the 5-minute, you know what I'm saying? If you think that's a turtle soup, you can immediately drop down to see what I talk about, them crazy wicks. Like when you get them crazy wicks, you can immediately come to the 1 minute and look for a setup. Like we came down here, ignore that crazy wick, came up here, came back down, see what's going on there, testing that area right there. I still don't see a clean setup for nothing that I want to trade, even on the 1 minute, even on this possible turtle soup. I don't see no clean setup I want to trade. We got low, we went high, came down, high, came down. If we break through this right here could be a possible breaker right there, because we got a high. No. I'm doing it wrong. We got a low. This would be a failure swing. We got a low, high, low, right? This crazy wick messing me up, because if I'm looking to go long off of a breaker, okay, we got a breaking structure to a fair value gap on the 1 minute. Let's go with this right here. Breaking structure, fair value gap to the 1 minute. All right, see how this play out. This might come and get me, because this is a super low time frame, and I'm taking it off the fact that on this 15-minute here is below. We didn't come back and take out this low on this candle right here, so that's why I took it off of that. But I entered off this super low time frame, but I took it with the breaking structure, fair value gap, retrace to right there, because on the 15-minute, this 15-minute candle didn't take that low, right? So I'm anticipating this to be a turtle soup, right? And let's see how it play out, or see if it come get me. And look like it's trying to come get me. We just made equal low, relative equal lows, but we didn't take it out. That's the same low we didn't take out. And on the 5-minute, we consolidating, but we still haven't taken out that low. Let's see how this play out. And I'm also trying to get myself more comfortable with like taking entries early. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was actually live, I would wait for this to play out more on the 15-minute time frame. Remember when I told y'all we still had 9 minutes on that candle? I would have waited for that candle to that 15-minute candle to finish. This 15-minute candle here, I would have waited for that 15-minute candle to finish. The one that we had 9 minutes on, I would have waited for that to finish if I was live. But I'm training myself to trust the lower time frames more. I'm training myself to trust the lower time frames more. So get comfortable with trusting them. You know, where they always work, no, you know what I'm saying? But this is where you practice. You don't practice with real money. You practice with fake money. Let me speed this up some more. This what I usually do once I get into the trade. I try to speed it up, but I try not to make it go too fast, because if it stopped me out, I want to see like the move better. We working that line. You see how we working that line real good. That 15-minute candle just closed. Let me see when that let me slow it down to see when that 15-minute candle closed. That 15-minute candle closed. Let's see where it closed at. We had the next 15-minute candle. It closed right, look like right on the line. It looked like it closed right on the line. We making some equal lows down there. We making some equal lows down here, giving me the mindset that we might sweep that one more time. So this may get stopped out, but let's see how it play out. Speed it back up. I want to see where that and then let me see. See, I'm on the 1 minute. Let me slow this back down and look at the higher time frame. Really inspect the higher time frame. Let's look at, okay, so on the 60, see what we got going on with the 60. With the 60-minute, we took out this sell side and wicked up off of it. So of course we're gonna retrace a little bit, then push up. Okay, then on the 15-minute, on the 15-minute, we on the 15-minute, we took out this sell side, came down to this order block here, and we working this sell side right now. We really working it. We came down, we had a breaking structure, came back up. Okay, so on the 15-minute, it's still on the higher time frame, we're still like from the breaking structure short. That's what we're still in the middle of the short. Looking at the higher time frame, we're in the middle of a breaking structure short. So right now, it looked like we're on the wrong side of the trade. That's what it looked like now. For right now, it may still work out because I took it when we took out this liquidity, and after taking out this liquidity, we came to this. I didn't see all this earlier, but I see we came to this order block over here. But just looking at this setup, it looked like we may be on the wrong side of the trade. Look like we may be on the wrong side of the trade, but let's see how it play out. And if this was a live trade, if I felt like I was on the wrong side of the trade, right? If I felt like I was on the wrong side of the trade in a live trade after re-inspecting it, when it go back positive, I'll just close the trade. I'll just close the trade. If I feel like, oh man, I'm on the wrong side of the trade after inspecting it, I'll just close the trade because it's live money. And looking at this right here, I'm looking like I'm on the wrong side of the trade because overnight we took buy side liquidity, right, on a higher time frame, and then we started consolidating. You know what I'm saying? We consolidated, we broke lower, pushed back up to that breaking structure, and right now it just looked like we in a breaking structure sale. You see what I'm saying? That's what it looked like. It looked like we in a breaking structure sale right now, and it's appearing that I'm on the wrong side of the trade from the 15-minute time frame. Let me see here. And then from the hourly, let's look at the hourly again. Let's look at the hourly again. And on the hourly, we came up. We got a lot. See, we got a lot of buy side imbalance here. We got a lot of buy side imbalance. So yeah, we look like we might be on the wrong side of this trade. So this is what I'll do in a live trade, right? In a live trade, let's see if it give me the opportunity to do it. if I feel like I'm on the wrong side of a trade in a live trade, now that we've gotten back up here, like once we get up to this area, I give it to this buy side right here. Once we get up to this buy side right here, if I feel like, oh, Tim, you on the wrong side of the trade, right? I just come up here and cover it. I just come up here to cover it to get me out. Once we, you know what I'm saying? Once we break this buy side up here, up there, like we just poke through it. We just poke through it. I just come up here and cover it right there. Boom. I cover it there at the low of that candle. You know what I'm saying? And if it stopped me out, like boom, it would have just stopped me out. I'll be cool with that because I feel like I'm on the wrong side of the trade. But since we're since this is just sim, like practicing, I'm going to just lessen my risk. I'm gonna lessen my risk and I'm gonna bring my risk to this swing low right here. We might come back to that fair value gap. So I'm gonna lessen my risk to just up under that fair value gap. So that fair value gap is at 38.90 even. I'm gonna bring it down to 38.89, 1 point under that fair value gap right there. I'm just gonna lessen my risk. If this was a live trade, how we've broken this swing high right here, like we got through that swing high, I would just come and cover this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll show you what I do in a live trade. I just come and cover that right there because I feel like, oh, I'm on the wrong side of the trade. You know what I'm saying? And then now I'm gonna move my profit target to this is that gap right here. So I'm gonna move my profit target to the closure, the bodies of these candles right here. Right, boom. That's gonna be my profit target right there because I only got one contract on. That's my profit target, the body of these candles right here. And now that we're like, what's that? 5 points up. We're above this right here. If we keep pushing and get like super close to my target right there, I ain't gonna hold you. Sometime I start getting greedy. Like once I get like super close to my target right there, right, I'll move my stop up to here and push my target up. You know what I'm saying? But in a live trade, if I feel like, hey, I'm on the wrong side, this gonna end up ultimately coming back down, I just cover it. You know what I'm saying? I cover it. If it stopped me out of the trade and in profit, who cares? I felt like I was on the wrong side of the trade. I followed my gut. You know, so on this trade right here, let me screenshot this right here. Screenshot right there. I took a I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'm not fun to journal this. I took a fair value gap. I took a breaking market structure, fair value gap retracement on, but I entered on the 1 minute, and then early. And once I went back and revisited, I felt like I entered early. I felt like I was on the wrong side of the trade. This all the stuff that I would journal. I'm just saying it right now because I'm not fun to journal a lot because I'm trying to do this on live with y'all. How long we been on here? Oh, we done been on here 1 hour and 23 minutes. And see, it stopped me out. It stopped me out there. It broke structure here. So it broke structure there on the 1 minute. Where did my 5 minute chart go? Oh, it's over there. Where did my 15-minute chart go? There it is. Okay, so it stopped me out there. And again, I covered it because in a live trade, if I feel like I'm on the wrong side of the trade, I would cover it. And the reason why I felt like I was on the wrong side of the trade, because looking at the 15-minute, it was a lot of buy side imbalance, but it's like it's come down and taking care of that. We're right there at that order block, and now it may continue up. It may continue up, but at the end of the day, if I feel like I'm on the wrong side of the trade, looking at the different time frames, I just cover it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it starts going in my favor. I cover it because I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm on the wrong side of the trade. I'll just cover it. And then if it stopped me out in profit, no harm, no foul. It stopped me out in profit. You know what I'm saying? Live the trade another day. But as you see, it's 11:50 in the morning. You see what I'm saying? It's 11:50. It's you know what I'm saying? We finna go into lunchtime foolishness, it's past time for me to get off. You know what I'm saying? All we did was just go back and forth for the whole morning session. You know what I'm saying? All we did was go back and forth. We went up, we came down, we consolidating. You know what I'm saying? So it's time for me to get off anyway. I'm not gonna sit up here and try to fight the lunchtime love. You know what I'm saying? I chalk it up to that. I'll just journal everything I did. This what I did. This why I did that. Whatever. We done been on here for over an hour, so I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna keep y'all through another example because we done been on here way too long. I ain't even realized how time was funny. How time flies when you're having fun. Oh, I see my sweetie in here. When my sweetie pulled up? When did my sweetie pull up? I'm tripping. I got y'all on the right screen. Y'all get out the way. What y'all talk about over here? Did anybody find any value in this? The new people. If you a new person and you on the replay, let me know in the in the comments if you found any value in this. You know what I'm saying? If you're not new, did you find any value in this? Did you find any value in this? And looking at this right here, we're still trying to push up. So, you know what I'm saying? We were on the right side of the trade. It's looking like we were on the right side of the trade. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the candles, I felt like we might have been on the wrong side of the trade. So I covered. I ain't mad. I covered. That was my decision. I stick to it. Can't go broke taking profits. You know what I'm saying? Can't go broke taking profits. And I ain't gonna sit here and pretend like, oh, yeah, we just gonna see how it work out. No, when I practice for real, I practice just how I would be trading live. You know what I'm saying? If I'm trading live, you know, especially if I'm on that big boy, and I'm trading live, oh, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm from the cover. You know what I'm saying? Because any one of these can be a failure swing. You know what I'm saying? Any one of these, because this is a 1 minute chart, mind you. Now it looked like, oh, we doing a whole lot. This is a 1 minute chart. If I go up to a 5 minute, you know what I'm saying? See, if I go up to a 5 minute, it sure look like, you see what I'm saying? I thought we had a breaking structure. We came back up here, had a failure swing, and then came down, had another breaking structure to the bottom side, and came back up, right, to this area right here, and now we consolidate in there. You see what I'm saying? On the higher time frame, it don't look like we finna take off. You see what I'm saying? Once I start looking at the higher time frames, I'm like, man, look like I'm on the wrong side of the trade. Go to the 15 minute. You see what I'm saying? We came up, made a high, made a lower high, and broke structure. That's a failure swing. You see what I'm saying? That's a sale all day long. High, lower high, breaking market structure. That's a failure swing all day. Come back up, boom. You come back up to the order block right there. Come back. You can call it an order block. It can be a mitigation block. It can be whatever you call it. Cause the difference between the mitigation block and the breakers is on the breaker, you would have a higher high here. And on the mitigation block, you got a lower high there. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So you got the high right there. You got the lower high there. The breaking structure come back to the mitigation block or the failure swing. I call it the failure swing because mitigation block is a mouthful. You know what I'm saying? But the breaker would be a high, go higher on the high, then break structure. You see what I'm saying? And then that'll be the breaker right there. So, you know, that's why I was like, hey, I'm on the wrong side of the trade. Will it go back up? I don't know. But once I identify I'm on the wrong side of the trade, I covered. And I'm happy with that. Again, oh yeah, that's supposed to be there. Let me see what y'all talk about. Oh, I saw that. Been busy, school, but I've been watching from the sidelines. Yes, I love Martin. We do have that in Canada. Be there, be. What's up, finding Superman? Aloysius Jenkins, what's good with you? Wow, I actually see what ICT was talking about in his videos. Month 5, defining instruction swings. Looking at your replay. Wow, That's what's up. That's what it's all about. That aha moment. Aha. Aha. Hey, who seen Coming to America? That's where I get that aha from. Who seen Coming to America? Somebody tell me, if you saw Coming to America, tell me what was going on when he aha. And if it don't nobody tell me, I'll tell y'all what it is in a minute when I finish looking at this chat. What's up, Aloysius? Yes, I am going to play this back and back. Okay, you found some value in it. I appreciate that. RM, I appreciate that. You found value in it. Not new. Yes, I did. Oh, Laverne, I know you ain't new. Yes. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Yes, great information. You a rich B? You a rich B. Hey, that's my first time ever seeing that name. That's my first time ever seeing that name. Oh, you was a rich B. Hey, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me on this Saturday. I'm gonna sit around and do some more practicing and back. It's 8:00. Oh no, I ain't fun to back test and practice nothing no more. It's 8:00, man. I'm fun to go probably get me something to eat, take a shower, something. Man, it's 8:00. What time we start doing this? 6:30. Yeah, because I was sleeping all day. I got up, ate some hot dogs. Me and Junior had some hot dogs and some tater tots. And then I was like, you know what? I want to go practice. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to make this a teachable moment. Okay, since we were making this a teachable moment, just to recap real fast, in the spirit of it being a teachable moment. So with the, and then as you see, we was doing the MES, we was trading the MES, and then it show you what you did in your thing. Looking at the MES, we got stopped out. So we got $3.75. If we was trading the big boy, we would have made $375. If we was trading the big boy, I got my sim account starting at $3,000. You know what I'm saying? You want to start your account with a realistic number that you will possibly have in that account. Don't go set yourself up with $100,000 account if you're not going to have $100,000. Don't set yourself up with a $10,000 account if you're not going to have $10,000. Set yourself up with the size account that you're really going to be trading. Right? So you come to connect to, make sure you connect it to live NinjaTrader data. You come to tools, historical data, right? When you go to historical data, it's going to pop open the window, and on the edit screen, you can see what days and instruments you got downloaded. You go to the load screen, go to get market replay data, go in and select the instrument you want to download, then go in and select the day you want. You can go up to 90 days back to select the days. You got to download it 1 day at a time. Once you download your data, you go back to connection, disconnect from live, and then connect to playback connection. Once you click to connect to playback connection, then you get this little playback box right here where you go in and pick the date range you want to trade in. If you want to download 1 day, it'll only be one white day in here. If you download multiple days, all the days that's white, you have that data on your computer that you can replay. If it's gray, that means you don't have that data. For example, let me stop this right here, and I'm gonna go back over here to tools, historical data, go to the edit page that keep popping over there, get out of my way, playback, and I'm gonna go to this right here, and I'm gonna delete the 31st. I'm gonna just delete a weird day. I'm gonna delete the 22nd, right? Can I take this out of here? Remove. Please disc on playback. Hold on. Let me it's telling me I'm connected. Hold on. Disconnect. All right, I'm disconnected. Okay, remove. Yes, I want to remove. Boom, take that out. Okay, so now go back and connect to the playback connection, right? And then go to, get out of here. Come here, right? And then if I go, I probably got to do it's that should be great. Like, cause I just deleted it. But like when it don't be no data there, it'll be great. It's probably remembering that I had it on there. Let me go back to let me see. Cause when I don't have the data on there, it'd be gray days there, and that'd be the days that I don't have any data loaded in my computer. Maybe it's just remembering it because I just deleted it, so it's it still remember that it was there, and I never closed NinjaTrader out. Yeah, let's see if that's it. We fun to learn something together. We about to learn something together and put this back over here. I'm gonna close NinjaTrader out, then I'm gonna open it back up and see if that's why it's not gray. Open it back up and then let it and see if, because it shows up great. I'm used to seeing like a bunch of great things, because like I say, I have a bunch of data. I used to have a bunch of data in there, but I just cleaned all my stuff out the other day. Oh man, it's trying to it's making me roll because I had it on the I hope this don't mess up all of my stuff, because I had the what's the name? I had the nine what's the name contract loaded up. So it said, hey, it's time to roll. Okay, now go to connection, disconnect, go to connection, playback connection. Okay, so now the playback connection is connected. Let's go in here. It's still showing white. I don't know. It used to be gray. For the days that don't have any data, it used to be like a gray day there. So I don't know why they ain't doing it, but it is what it is. That's how you load your data. That's how you go in and do it. I don't profess to know every single thing about NinjaTrader, but I know the stuff that I use. So hopefully this was helpful. Let me go ahead and exit out of this right here. Hopefully this was helpful. Oh, let me see if anybody put the right thing in there. Barbershop scene come to America. Yeah, where's the spoon? That's it. Where's the spoon? That's it. You right, Calandra. You right, Kareem. Where's the spoon? Are you able to recognize almost? Are you able to recognize all/most of ICT trades? ICTT. No, I ain't gonna say I recognize all. I recognize quite a few of them. I don't know if it's all. I don't know if it's most. I could recognize the turtle soup. Well, the turtle soup is just a setup, and then you look for the entry. Well, the turtle soup in a turtle soup sale is just a prelude, if you will. It's like it's letting you know something is about to transpire, and then you look for the entry that you want to take. Like if you see the turtle soup, which is a false breakout, and you recognize the false breakout because it breaks out, but immediately, you know what I'm saying, distributes the opposite way. So you'd be like, oh, that look like a turtle soup. And once it do that, then you start looking for breaking market structure, gap fill retracement. That's one. You know what I'm saying? On the low time frames, you start looking for a order block retracement. I know, you know what I'm saying, the order blocks, when you have, like, you know what I'm saying, the direction, the change in sentiment, you know what I'm saying, and then the follow through of the direction, you look for it to come back to that order block. That's two. The failure swing. I mean the rejection block, where you got equal body candles with like long wicks at the top, and you look for the market, you look for the body of a candle to trade back into those wicks and then reverse the other way. You look for that area to act as a rejection block. That's three. I already said, did I say the breaking market structure, fair value gap retracement? If I didn't, that's my go-to. And then breakers, that's the one I love the breakers. I'm just trying to get better at seeing them, better at trusting them. And breakers and mitigation blocks or failure swings, breakers and failure swings are close cousins to me, because it's the same setup. Either a high, the breaker is a higher high, and then a breaking market structure to the downside, or a low, a lower low, a breaking market structure to the upside. And that break, right, the breaking market structure, that's the breaker, right? The mitigation block or the failure swing is just a high, a lower high, then a breaking market structure, right? And then right there in the middle, right there, that low at the on the lower high, that's the entry point on, or the mitigation block. That's the mitigation block. That's the breaker. That's the failure swing. They the same thing, except for you just want on the breaker, you get an opportunity to get a higher entry than the mitigation block or the failure swing. Because if you watching the breaker is going to set up like a turtle soup sale. You know what I'm saying? If you, I know it started getting deep, but like, just say like it's similar to a turtle soup sale, because you can really tell the turtle soup if you in a small consolidation and it break out, right? But if you're looking to see if it's going to set up a breaker, you'll make a high, then you'll come down, and as you coming back to it, right, you break above that high but immediately reverse, you can be like, okay, that looked like a turtle soup sale because you went up and you came down fast. You see what I'm saying? And then that'll give you the opportunity to get into the trade off of the turtle soup before the breaker ever formed. That way you can take it off the turtle soup and come down, and then possibly take your profit and then get back in on the breaker. You see what I'm saying? But those the main ones that I can see. Those the main ones I recognize. If I don't know if people feel like that's most, if I don't know how many setups he really got. I haven't gone through like all of the core content, but like those are all the ones that I the rejection block, I learned that from the core content. But everything else I learned from the free stuff on internet. The rejection block is the only thing that I learned from the core content. The breakers, the breaking market structure, fair value gap retrace, aka the liquidity run reversal, what I used to call the mitigation blocks, the failure swings or mitigation blocks. I learned all that through his free content, you know what I'm saying, a while back. The rejection block, the only thing I got out of the core content so far that I didn't already know, but the core content is just like reinforcing the stuff that I already knew. Now I know the why behind the breaker. Now I know the why behind the breaking market structure, fair value gap retrace. Now I know the why behind the order blocks, the order block theory. You know what I'm saying? I know the why behind all that now. The only new thing I learned so far was the rejection block. So I don't know how much more I'm going to learn, but those are the ones that I recognize. Hey bro, you taking a pull up on this live? Yeah, it's at the top of the chat. It should be pinned at the top. I said that a long time ago, Divadio. You up there worrying about the Alabama game. Excited for the videos explaining these to Lil Timmy. Yeah, you know what? I was going to start recording them today, and I ended up watching TV and falling asleep. I was going to start today. I was like October 1st, I'm going to start recording. And I started watching TV and fell asleep. What's up, Divadio?
What's up, my guy?
What's going on with you?
Man, hey, Bama just won, so I'm good, bro. But hey, you know, I had you on the screen. I'm sitting in front of my desk with you on and Alabama at the same time, man.
Who Alabama played today?
We just smoked Arkansas, man.
The Razorbacks?
Yep, Razorbacks. We just smoked them.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know what nobody been doing this year except for Florida State and in Georgia. Cause my wife been working too much to watch the Alabama games, and the only games I've been keeping up with is Florida State and Georgia. Cause my son makes sure I know what's going on with Georgia, and I've been trying. Every time I try to catch the Alabama games, it's like it don't be on nothing that I can stream. You know what I'm saying? It don't be on ESPN. It don't be on no Hulu. I ain't got the Hulu where I can just watch any sports. I got the Hulu that I can only watch certain things. If it ain't on ESPN Plus, I can't see it.
Well, I mean, like if you got ESPN Plus, man, you probably want to try the SEC network. That link inside of it. Sometimes it comes on those.
They got an SEC network inside ESPN Plus.
Yeah, you get SEC ESPN inside your ESPN Plus.
Oh man, like Junior, what? Come here for a second. He cause Georgia SEC and he be struggling trying to find the Georgia games. We be like
well, he can watch the Georgia game tonight because he's on SEC.
ESPN. Oh, if they on SEC, you can watch it. But if it do their games always come on SEC?
All right, so majority of the games for Alabama, Georgia are on ESPN, but CBS gets some of the major lineups. Like today, CBS was Alabama, Arkansas, but next week Alabama's gonna be on ESPN, and right now Georgia's on ESPN tonight also.
Hey, Georgia's starting now. Inside the ESPN Plus, there's a SEC network inside there. Have you ever seen that in there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, but the games don't be in there. The ones we be trying to find, sometimes they don't be on that.
Well, it is on it, but it say our subscription though.
Oh, our subscription. Yeah. See, they got tiers to it, man. We on the wrong tier, man. We poor around here, man. We ain't got no but Amazon money, man. You feel me? All right,
I got you, man.
I know, because every time we log in, it'd be like, oh, your subscription can't do this. Your subscription, because we got it. It was like Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. It was like a package thing.
You know, sure, man? Because
hey,
I got the same package you got, man. And I got ESPN Plus, and I get SEC Network.
Man, what you want, man? Well, we ain't talking about SEC Network, man.
Hey, look, so I got NinjaTrader. I'm getting it set up already. So I kind of wanted to bring my screen on so you can tell me what I need and what I don't need on here real quick.
Okay, click share screen. Click share screen so it'll pop up.
All right, let me see where we at.
You using Chrome?
I'm finna. All right, here we go. I got the download. Is it on now? Yeah, right here. Go. All right, so I was trying to figure out what I need and what I don't need, because really, man, all I want to do is be able to place the orders, because I use TradingView for my tracking of the features that I'm gonna be using for the features.
So you're looking at TradingView for the charts?
Yeah, a matter of fact, let me pull it over real quick so you can see what I'm saying. So, like, can you see that? So, like, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be using this right here to track the futures, and when I decide to take a position on them, anything like that. Mm-hmm. But I need to be able to basically know, where basically just kind of where do I put the order in it on here and stuff like that. That's really what I'm trying to make sure of.
Okay, it's so many different ways to skin a cat on NinjaTrader for placing orders. Cause you see that what's the name over there on your left? They call it the Superdome. You can place orders off the Superdome. I never used that because I think it's some kind of weird. I think it's like an extra charge or something, maybe with the Superdome. I can't remember though. What's that? Market analysis? Yeah, you ain't gonna need that. You get the X on that. You ain't gonna need that.
Okay.
You get the X on that. Unless you're gonna use the Superdome, hit the X on that Superdome too. Okay. Then bring it back up and hit the X on it. Okay. Bring the Superdome back up and hit the X on it.
Okay.
All right. What you got over there? You got different charts. Do me a favor, push your shrink that up, like grab the anchor. Grab the bottom of the bottom of the screen and push it up so it can you ain't got to keep moving it. Yeah, like that. Okay. So you ain't got to keep moving it around.
All right, cool.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, and then you got well, I can't see none of your candles.
Cause I haven't they gotta activate it when the deposit go through on Monday.
So okay. So if all you're gonna do is like place your order on there, close one of them charts, like you just hit an X on one of them charts, okay, right, and then that chart there go up to the chart trader thing. It looked like a that right there, no, to the right, right there. Click on that and hit chart trader. Okay. Right, okay. So over there, that's where you place your, like, if you like, you can do it one or two ways, right? You can either what's that at the bottom down there? What did I say? Volume? What, like the bottom of your screen? Like you got a big square and then a small rectangle at the bottom. It say, what is that down there?
Right here.
Right above that 2022. No, inside it's a ES, and then come to the left. Come to the left. All the way to the left. All the way to Now come down. Yes, right there. What is that? What that say? Do they say volume?
ES 1222 daily.
Okay, click on indicators up there, the little squiggly line at the top. Go to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, right there. Click on that. Click on that. Now you can take that stuff, unless you want that stuff on there. You can take all that at the bottom where it say the SMA,
Right
ES, yeah, all that. Unless you want that on there,
nah,
you
I
can just
don't
take
need
all
it.
that off.
Okay.
Yeah, hit remove. Okay, hit okay.
Okay.
All right, boom. So now you won't see nothing but your candles. And then you can set like, and then up there, on your top left, you can set the daily, hourly, whatever time frame you want to set. You know what I'm saying? So whatever time frame you want to make your entry on, it really don't matter because you're gonna be watching the other chart at the other what's the name? So the way you will put in your entries, right over here to the right, all the way in the right column, you want to make sure that your you have a ATM strategy set with at least a stop loss. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to make a stop loss and a profit target, like matter of fact, we can walk through it right now. Go to day, switch that to from TIF to day. I think see right there. Oh, you ain't got nothing in there. And when they activate it, I'll walk you through that when they activate it. But you're gonna make sure you got your ATM strategy in there with at least a stop loss. So when it puts you in a trade, you have a stop loss on there. You ain't just trading naked. And then when it get to your point, like if it's coming up on your point, like if you say I want to enter at 38.68, right? And it's coming up to 38.68 on trading view, right? You can close that right there, hit cancel there. You can just come to the screen and hover over, like change your pointer, go up to the top where you got the pencil, the hourglass, and then go to that right there, that pointer, go to that pointer and change that to crosshairs, right? Local, right there, local. Boom, and that way you'll see what price you're at, and when you go, you say when trading view get to 38.60, I'm going short or I'm going long, right? You will just come over there and hover until that line lines up with 38.60, and right click on the screen, and then whatever you want to do at that point, you will hit like set a limit. It ain't nothing there right now, so it ain't gonna do it. You will hit like limit sell, limit buy, or whatever, and it'll put the order in, and you just wait for it to come pick you up, or you can just watch trading view, and when it's going up on your price over there where you see it say buy ask, sell bid, buy market, sell market, whatever, those like buy market or just get you in instantly. As soon as it hits your point, you hit buy market, it'll buy. You hit sell market, it'll sell. Put you in immediately, right?
Right.
And then the buy ask, a sell ask, buy bid, sell bid, right? So like the on the ask side, you buy bid, sell ask, whichever one be high. Yeah. So you sell ask and buy bid, right? So you sell ask and buy bid, that's gonna put in a limit order, right? And sometimes you will get picked up. Like if you quick enough to hit sell ask, it'll put in a limit order and get you in when it hits your point. But sometimes it be moving so fast, you hit it and you will get missed. If you want to get in, soon as it hits your area, you just hit buy bid, I mean buy market, sell market, because it's always just like a one tick spread. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never no huge spread where you just getting a horrible price if you hit market. You know what I'm saying? So if you want
like with an option where it could be way to the right and way to the left, and then you buy market and you end up paying way more than what you want.
Exactly. You see that A and that B down there? Up under, that's the bid and ask price. It'll be populating, and it's always one, like the ask could be 38.86.75, and the bid will be 38.86.50. It's always a one tick difference on the ES. It ain't never no, you know what I'm saying, crazy spread. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That makes sense. Hey, so quick another question. All right, so on options you can set your limit. Can like if I know where I wanted to get in it, can I go ahead and set that and then just wait for it to get there, or do I need?
That's why I said when you right click on the screen and just leave
your that option. Oh, okay.
Yeah. When you go into the, let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm put my screen back up. Did I close NinjaTrader? Oh man, I closed NinjaTrader. I'm open NinjaTrader back up, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. It'll let you what's the name?
Oh, while you doing it, let me ask you this on when it comes to this right here. All right, so on the MEQ, how close is this price. Well, let me go to the S&P. All right, how close is this price to what the S&P is, as far as like on the on their on their chart? So like what I'm saying is like, okay, on the
You
spot,
talk about
right?
between. You talk about the difference in the. You talk about the difference in the price or the delay in it. Because if you don't have real time data on TradingView, that's what that little D mean. But next to the symbols, it's delayed data.
Yeah, but see, I pay for it, so I got
Okay, yeah. So if you got real time data, but you talk about the difference between like the SPX and the ES.
Yeah, so like SPY is 357.18. That's what it closed at. But if I go here, that's 3601.50. So I'm like, I know you had like a formula that you were using.
Yeah, it's
calculated. What is that formula?
It's real hard. It's real hard to get the SPY. It's like I be finagling all kind of stuff to try to get as close as I can. Like, but it ain't since the SPY is a 10th of the ES, a 10th of the SPX, and then like the SPX and the ES, it be like a 10-point difference. So it's like you got a 10-point difference between the big boys, and then the one that's a 10th of that, you trying to figure out what's the, what I'm saying? It don't never be like exact. So what I do just for like easy math, I do like a ballpark figure of like if it's around 3,600, I expect it to be anywhere from like close to 360 to, close to 360 or a little bit, like give or take a few dollars, anywhere from like 358 up to 352. 358 to 362 or something. Like I just give it like a little range. I knock off the last whole number on the like it's a 360150. I just take off them last three numbers and I estimate close to that. But sometimes I be trying to calculate, if it's 14 points, it's 18 points. But man, that make my head hurt. I just do it. See how they say 357, 18?
Right.
So I knock off the last three numbers and give it like a little $2-3 range on, So right now it's $2-3 to the low side. So you knock that off 360 and it's like between $2 and $3 to the low side. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like looking at that 3601.50, knock off the 150 and just say like, okay, 360 minus 3, it's gonna be around 357. You know what I'm saying? Because now we looking at it saying, okay, it's like roughly $2-3 to the low side. So be like, okay, 360 minus $3, it's around 357.
Okay, that makes sense. I was studying the ticks yesterday. I finally figured them out.
Okay, and on my see right here, that's what I talk about. When I right click, see how it says sell limit, sell market if touched 1 at the price, because that's the price. Like if I hover over here I put the line right on 3660, right? You see the price to the side. It don't matter where you at on the screen, right? If you put it at 3660, when you right click it, I scoot it down when I did it. But if I put it even on 3660, right click, now I say sell limit 3660 because I'm above the price, right? Since I'm above the price, the computer think I want to go short. So that's what's on the top, right? If I want to go long at that price and I'm above the price, meaning I'm going to play a breakout, then it'll be to the bottom where it say buy stop market or buy stop limit at 3660. So I can, if I want to play a breakout, I can put a buy stop, because here I see T talk about buy stops be above the highs. For the people who play the breakouts, they put buy stops above the highs, and people who play the breakout, they put sell stops below the lows, right? So if you just want to sell from that point, like as you say, if it come back to this fair value gap right here at 3663.75, I'm a sell right there. Boom. So you'll go in there and click sell right there, and it'll put an order right there. So now you got an order waiting for price to come back up and pick you up.
Okay, cool. That makes a lot of sense, man. So I guess what I'll do is after you finish,
and I'll show you how it look if you go below price. So if you go below price and you want to buy, when it come back down, it retrace back down, you hit buy, and you Now you're trying to buy one when it come down to that point and bounce off.
Okay. Hey, would you show me what you was talking about with the strategy so I can go ahead and make sure I have my stop loss set?
Oh yeah. I could do that. Let me let me go here. Go to Chart Trader. Right. So boom, we got Chart Trader, and I got it in sim mode right now. When you got like when you go live, your sim will be a light gray color and your live account will be a dark gray color, right? And so I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna make a new one. These are all strategies that I already got set up. I'm gonna come in here and make a new one. You hit custom and it open up this thing right here and it say time enforced or whatever it called, right? You want to change it from good to cancel to date, right? You always want that to be on date, because the reason why you want to be on date is if you forget and leave an order on your screen, at the end of the day, it just cancels that order. If you leave it on good to cancel, or good till date, good to date mean you're gonna pick a date when you want it to come off. Good to cancel, it'll always be on your screen and you forget it, and then it'll come back and pick you up. You know what I'm saying? So you always want that to be on date, right? Okay. You want to have your default amount of contracts you're gonna order with. I always set mine to 1, because once you set it to 1, you can always change the quantity with this box over here. If you want to get more than 1 contract, all you got to do is up that and it'll use this strategy on however many contracts you put in there. But if you want to use multiple contracts and you want to get into fancy getting out, shaving points and stuff like that, then you know what I'm saying, you will you can do all that. But so you're going in ticks, right? The quantity is, it comes from there. Now your stop loss is how many tick stop loss you want it to be. By this is going to be just like a default. You can always move it if you want to lessen your risk. But let's just say your max stop loss is going to be 5 points, right? So you put in 20 on the stop loss right there, right? If you wanted to add up it for your profit target, you could be like, okay, I'm just going to have it set up for a 1-to-1, and I want a 10-point trade, right? So you'll put 40 on the stop loss and you'll put 40 on the profit target, right? And then this strategy right here, this a little bit more complex. You ain't got to worry about that. That's like if you wanted to follow, like after you go so many points, you want it to lock in this much profit, so like and all that right there. Yeah, trailing stops and stuff like that. We ain't gonna talk about all that now. That's get a little bit more deep. But like you go in here and then you'll just go save template and you'll give it a name, right? I'm just gonna leave it at ATM1, whatever you want to name it. Like you see how mine say ES 3-to-1, 15 points. So I know I'm risking 5 for 15. ES 2-to-1, 10 points. I'm risking 5 to make 10. You know what I'm saying? That's how I name it, so I know what that strategy is. You see what I'm saying? And then you just hit save. Once you hit save and then you hit OK, now it's in that box right there. That's what I mean when you have a you just want to make sure you got a strategy in that box, and then when you go in and put in a, will it do something while the market closed? Let me see what it yeah, and see it put it in right there where it's got my it's 1 for 1, is risking 10 to make 10. You see what I'm saying? Because I put it in at buy market. I put it in at buy market, and then now it's
so basically
market 2 ticks off.
So with this, so with that template, when I make an order based off whichever strategy I have, I don't have to worry about going and setting a stop loss. It's going, based off of me clicking the strategy, it's automatically going to set the stop loss and the profit target for me.
Yep. And then you see how it's like a 2-tick spread, like it's 50 to 0. I was like, it used to be 1 during the day, it used to be like 1 tick. You know what I'm saying? But like it's a 2-tick spread. So now when it got me in that market, I'm down 2 ticks. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a 2-tick spread and I hit buy market. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like 2 tick. I got in automatically 2 ticks down because it's like a 2-tick spread. So you ain't never got like no horrible spread on these. It's all, as you see, it's 2 ticks. It used to be like 1, but 1 or 2 ticks at market, when you know what I'm saying, that ain't gonna kill nothing. If you want to absolutely get in at your price, then you just go in and hit like you'll set the limit order. But I just want you to see how it looked. And then now, just say you be like, okay, now that I'm in this trade, I only want to risk to here. I don't want to risk all the way down there. I don't think it's coming past this low. Then you just click it and then pull it up and then put your stop right there. Boom. Now you just lowered your risk. And then you feel like this your profit target. This way you want it to go. You can grab a profit target and move it to there. Boom. That's where I want it to go to.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But you always want to make sure you got your stop loss in there. So as soon as you get in the trade, you ain't got to worry about going in there and trying to put in a stop and put in this. Cause what happened to me before when I had a naked order on and I went in and I right click and I put in sell stop and I went in and right click and put in like a buy, right? Once it got up there and took me out of the trade, right? It left that sell stop order down there. It didn't take it off. It wasn't like an order cancel order. It was just 3 separate orders that was on my screen. And I had to manually go back and close that other order out. You know what I'm saying? But when you do the ATM strategy, when it comes down, if he stop you out, that order disappears. If he hit your target, this sell order disappears.
So when I set this strategy up, if I'm in a trade and I see that it's going my way before it hits my target, can I just hit that X button and then just let it keep riding whichever direction I'm waiting on it, and then just set a sell myself?
Now you don't want to hit the X button. You just move your line.
Oh, you just move the line. Okay.
Yeah, let's just say like how when I got in, it was down here, right?
Right.
Boom. So it started going up. And then I'm like, okay, it's ripping. It's fun to blow past this target right here, right? Once it get like, just say it get here, I could grab this and move it. I can move it to above that high. And then let me see. If I move it up, I think it's coming here, right? I can move it above that high. And then once we get a closure above this high right here, I can grab my stop. I grab my stop and then cover there. You know what I'm saying? But you see, I can't do it now because the price ain't up there. But I can grab a stop and come up here because the price will be up there by now. Then I can just move my stop up. I'll be able to, what I'm saying? Like it ain't gonna let me come up here because the price not up there. But I can move my stop to here. Right. You see what I'm saying? Because the price will be up there somewhere. You can always, you can move these around with no problem. But if you hit that X, that's gonna take the order off. And then you're not going to have a stop no more, or you're not going to have a profit target no more. And then when you go back in and try to set a new stop, it's not going to be connected to this order. So it's just going to, you know what I'm saying? It's going to stop that out, but it's going to leave orders on your screen.
Okay. That makes sense. All right. So one more question, then I'll let you get back to it. I just want to make sure I got the formula right with the ticks and the points. All right. So I was if you can go back to, let's just go back to to the MES.
Yeah, we on the MES.
Okay. All right. So let's say I'm looking at the MES and I went in, let's say I sold it at, I don't know, I'm gonna say I sold it at 36.57.25.50.
You said 36.57.50?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to get to my formula.
All right, 36.57.50. That's what the line is right there.
Right there. Okay, all right. So I'm looking at it. So I went short right there. And then what I end up doing is, I'm sorry, I thought I had it in front. Okay, I got it. All right, so their tick size is 0.25. All right, so let's just say from there, I didn't get out until it got 32.75.
So you went short here and got out here.
Right.
So, all right, we do the math. So you got 36.57 minus 36.32.75, right? Minus 30. 632.75. Right? That's 24. That's 24.25 points, right? So
Right.
it's four ticks in every point. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna hit that times, you're gonna hit that times 4. So 24.25 times 4, that's 97 ticks. So 97 ticks times 1.25 is $121.25, right?
And that would have been my profit, right?
Yes. Or what you could have did, since you're talking ticks, that's why I broke it all the way down to ticks, right? Or what you could have did was just go 24.25 times 5, right? $121.25, because it's $5 per point.
And that's 24 points right there.
24.25 points. See the numbers the same. See how I got 97 ticks, and it's 21. I mean, it's 121.25. Then I got 24.25 points, and it's 121.5. You see what I'm saying? See, we was talking ticks. That's why I broke it down to ticks for you. You know what I'm saying? Cause go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. So basically, the point is equivalent to a $1 move in the stock, correct?
Loosely. It's
okay.
It's not a $1 move in the stock. It's if you want to look at it in the sense of dollars, it's a $1 move in the futures.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's what I mean. I apologize. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's a $1 value increase or decrease in the price of the futures contract.
Yes, but instead of saying dollar, you want to get used to saying points.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 1 point move, because it's, and I know you're saying dollars because it's a quarter. So it's 4 quarters in a dollar.
Right.
So you got, you know what I'm saying? You got 4, just think of it as 4 parts. You know what I'm saying? 4 quarters as far as like fractional use, 4 quarters equal a whole. So 4 quarter points equals a whole point. You want, you know what I'm saying? You want to think of it as points and not dollars, because it's actually $5 per point. So it's a $5 move, but it's a 1 point move. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. I got you. I just want to make sure I had my math right, because I basically did what you did. I just went the long way. I took like the 24.5, I divided it by 0.25, and then after that I multiplied it, the ticks, and got that. But okay. Okay, so it's 121, and that's just based off one contract, right? So like,
yes,
the more contracts I got, that's the multiple of that right there.
Yes. Okay. So if you move, just say, let's go with the same thing. It was 24.25 points, right? So that's gonna be times 5, right? And then let's say you had 3 contracts, then it'll be times 3. Because it's the move in points, right? And then times contracts. You see what I'm saying?
I got you. I think I'm gonna like this a heck of a lot better than options. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Now, I'm gonna tell you like this: the money is good, the money is fast, it's highly addictive, but you have to be extremely disciplined when it comes to futures, because the futures will run you over like a frog in the street, and it's easy to want a revenge trade. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when that money, especially when you move up to the big boy, when you move up to the big boy, that money start getting so good, make you want to slap your mama.
Man, dude, I mean, like, I really, and this is just my soliloquy for you, man. I really appreciate you, man. And, you know, just like, I found you because you came on with Day Trader a couple months back. And then I got on you on YouTube, and I've been following you ever since. And, man, it's been a breath of fresh air, man. Then, man, we just need this, man. I appreciate it. Like I told you, man, all the time, man, you must see TV. So I was upset when you was on. I'm like, man, I'm watching the game, but I got to watch my guy, too, man. You putting out the gems out here, man. So I just had to flip the 2 screens, man. I'm like, I'm going to listen to him, watch a little bit of game, and go from there, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for tapping in, because this is what I do it for, man. I do it to help other people understand the way Lil Timmy Rogers, that voice in my head, I try to explain it the way that he understand it, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully it click, because that's what Pat did for me. My homie PDub, he said the exact same thing that ICT said, but when PDub said it, it just clicked. You know what I'm saying? And now when I go back and listen to ICT, it make perfect sense now. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I just try to share that with as many people as I can, because I feel like if they wanted us to know this stuff, they would teach us in elementary school, because contrary to popular belief, the only thing you need to survive in this world is everything you learn in elementary school. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. That's all you need to survive in this world. You know what I'm saying? All that college and all the extra stuff, you don't need that to survive in this world. You learn everything you need to survive in elementary school. And if they wanted us to know this, they would teach us it in elementary school, but they don't want us to know it. You see what I'm saying? That's why that's why I share it with the world for free, man. That's why I appreciate people like you. I appreciate people like ICT. You know what I'm saying? The only color I see is green. You feel me?
Dude, I
don't care about being right or wrong. I care about losing money and making money.
Dude, you made me addicted to futures, man. But the one thing, like, I appreciate what you said, because I'm definitely gonna have my stop loss in. I'm working on my formula of what I want my stop loss. Because I was looking at that, I was like, man, this is real good money, but you can get blowed out at the same time. But dude, the fact that I ain't gotta fight time decay is the best thing I'm looking forward to. Like, man, I've been so right on options, man. But because it didn't hit it in the time that I needed to, screw me up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to this right here, man. But I'll be back on Private Tuesday morning once the account get live, man. Make sure I got everything set up right. But I appreciate you, man.
Ain't nothing. I appreciate that, Tanya, what you said about your baby. I be giving my sons the game, man. I just throw it all on the wall and hope as much stick as possible. Hey, keep teaching them babies know more stuff than we realize. That's amazing what you're doing with your baby. They know more stuff than we realize, man. Them baby, you see them all them little babies on the commercials and stuff. Like my homeboy Curtis and his wife, they was teaching their babies how to read when they was like little. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I never even knew people in real life that who had babies so small that can like really read. You know what I'm saying? I always thought that stuff was fake because I saw it on TV. You know what I'm saying? But them babies pick up stuff, man. I believe our children are future. Thank you. Sex chocolate. Hey, man, we done been on here forever. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. I appreciate you, Towns. Take it easy, my guy. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me for 2 hours on a Saturday. Hopefully, I was able to share something that, you know what I'm saying, help somebody out. I just wanted to come in and practice. I didn't get a whole lot of practicing done because I was like talking through it, but it's more valuable to me to talk through it and hopefully share something that gives somebody that aha moment than actually sitting down and practicing. I'll practice. I got plenty of days to practice. And for everybody who don't know what the aha was from the joke that they did in the barbershop, Eddie Murphy, when he was dressed up like the old Italian man, he was like the old Italian man in the shop. He was the old black man in the shop. Arsenio Hall was the old black man in the shop, always eating. And then it was another guy, I don't know what his name was, but the old Italian character that Eddie Murphy was playing, he said he went to the restaurant and he ordered the soup. He said, I ordered the soup, and the waiter bring me the soup out. And then when he bring me the soup out, and I told the waiter, I was like, taste the soup. And he was like, what's wrong? Is something wrong with the soup? He was like, taste the soup. Is the problem with the soup? Something in the soup? He said, taste the soup. Is something wrong with it? I said, taste the soup. Then he was like, okay, I'll taste the soup. Where's the spoon? Aha. Aha. You don't know for funny. Yes, sir. Until we need you to do a workshop here in Florida. I ain't even in Florida. I know you did one in Georgia. Not sure you did one in Florida. I ain't even in Florida. But I tell you like this right here. If y'all want me to do a workshop in Florida, get me there, get me a room, and I'll pull up and do a free workshop for whoever. If you got, you know what I'm saying, if you got a facility to do it in, you know what I'm saying, you can do it for your church, you can do it for like some schools, a boys and girls club. I ain't coming to nobody's house. Y'all might try to dumber me, but get me there, get me somewhere to stay. And when I mean get me there, if it's in Florida, it's just gas money. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're rich and you want to fly me down. But then you got to rent me a car and all. But if you're rich, you don't care nothing about that. But if you're rich, then rent me a Tesla, put me in a 5-star hotel. But get me there, get me somewhere to stay and feed me. And I'll come down and do a free workshop for whoever it is. Yeah, that's it. I ain't driving to Louisiana. You gonna have Lauderdale. Oh, yeah, I'm from Lauderdale, so I can see my family and all that. If you bring me to Lauderdale, all you gotta do is get me there and feed me. I can stay with my sister or my brother. My sister and brother still in Fort Lauderdale, so hook it up, man. Get me there, feed me, and we'll do it. If it's in Lauderdale, you ain't even got to worry about getting me nowhere to stay. Oh, yeah, my wife said toes on the turnpike. Toes on the turnpike. You feel me? I forgot about that, baby. Toes on the turnpike. Get me there. Gas and turnpike tolls. Feed me. If it's in Lauderdale, you ain't even got to worry about getting me nowhere to stay. I stay with my sister or my brother, and we can do it, man. I'm all about spreading this knowledge. Wait, a Tesla? How about a I ain't getting on no Amtrak. I'm in California. I will put 20 on it. I'm in Carolina. I was like, California now. Yeah, but yeah, man. I said that before when I was doing discipline over dollars. If you know what I'm saying, if y'all want to take it on the road, get me there, feed me, get me somewhere to stay, and get the venue. You know what I'm saying? Set it up, get everything together. Outside of coming in somebody's house, I ain't coming to nobody's house. I'm from Florida. I don't want to get Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer. Hey, let's do it, man. I'm with it. If you with it, I'm with it. That's all I got, man. We've been on here for 2 hours. This is gonna be crazy long for somebody to try to go back and find the gems in it. That's why I'm gonna start doing to the point videos. And next Saturday, I'm starting. I was supposed to start today, but I ain't gonna hold you. All I did was lay in the bed and watch TV and fall asleep all day. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 3 o'clock for the week ahead. We're gonna look at the week ahead. I already put my levels on my chart, but I'll walk back through. I'll walk back through it and re-put the levels on the chart with y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night, even though it's 9 o'clock at night. Gone.